Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to generate inbound leads in any market you're possibly in right now. And this is for any of the people out there that are doing cold outbound or they're running ads and they're spending tons and tons on customer acquisition. And you're like, there must be an easier way of doing this. Well, this is my breakdown of how I'm generating. Let's have a look here. We have 3.3 thousand unique visitors in the last, give or take, 2 to 3 weeks. And this is a new strategy that I've cooked up. So I'm going to go into it right now, give you the entire breakdown and how you can kind of do it in a market of your choosing right now. So you don't have to deal with high acquisition costs, spending lots upfront to generate a customer. And also those customers aren't being warm, so they don't know who you are. And then you have this long, tedious sales process. So this is the entire process. So as you can see right now, this is a Framer Analytics dashboard. And we have 2 live visitors, unique in 3.3 thousand unique visitors in the last, this started on the 10th of November. Today's 26th, so it's just about 16 days. And if I just go into even the stats for today, we had 110 unique visitors today, and we're just at around 4 p.m. So yesterday, I think we averaged around, so yesterday we averaged around 228. This was 197. This was over the weekend. It kind of slowed down because people are obviously busy. And we had a big push last week because this is kind of newer to the market. But to give you an idea of just the scale of what we're doing, right? If I come into leads here, the average session time is nearly 5 minutes long. So people are staying on my site for nearly 5 minutes at a time. We have 1.7K unique viewers, and page views is about 2.5. And yeah, so if I come over here, this is what we're basically doing. I found the intersection between what people wanted, what people pay for, and what people are gatekeeping as of right now. And I said to myself, if people are doing all these things, let's take it a step further and let's just open source everything. What people are looking for, if people need leads, which is what I've kind of discerned is the best option for this. Well, for me anyway. And people needed this. So I built the site very quickly. I did it literally in like 12 hours or something. Not like 12 hours as in like overnight. It took me like an hour or two. Really, realistically, it did not take long. Should not take you long. And I just started putting out millions and millions of leads. So in the last 2 weeks, we've scraped 9 million leads. Completely fresh. You have the date of scrape, and you can tell this says the 2nd of November. I didn't properly start kind of promoting it. But you can tell on the 10th of November is when things started to take off. And we just kept scraping and we kept scraping. And you could keep scrolling here. Genuine, you could keep scrolling. And there's just so many leads. In the last 2 days alone, or sorry, in the last 3 days alone, we've launched around, I think it's 3.3 million leads in the last 3 days alone. So just to give you an idea of the scale of why this is working and just kind of what the funnel process is and why people are now coming to me for the products. So the way I'm kind of monetizing on the back end, because transparently this is costing me around $1,000 to set up and run on a month-to-month basis. And of course I like to service the community. I'm generating a good brand and I'm generating serious amounts of goodwill with the audience. And my thesis on all of this is I have 2 business theses right now, right? So if I come over here, well, restoring connection. So I have 2 businesses theses right now. So it's attention is equal to dollar dues. There we go. And the second thesis is the market will always reward you. Reward. God, I cannot. Okay, reward you. Just pretend there's a you at the end. These fundamental theses are what I'm basing my entire premise of this off, because transparently I went into this not knowing where this would go, what would actually happen, because well, it's a risk. No one has actually done this in the market before. You see on Twitter and you see on X all these people doing giveaways for leads. They're like, hey, comment, like below, and there's always some sort of opt-in. There's always some sort of you have to do tit for tat, right? You have to give me your information. I'm going to pitch you inside DMs. There's always something, right? And my way of doing this is there genuinely is no catch. There really really is not any catch at all, and um like the market will reward me, and I don't know when, I don't know how, and I'm kind of in the dark. I took the risk. Again, I spent $1,000 on this, and I don't know if it's going to work out. Which I'm starting to see an ROI on it now. Today, I just closed $500 worth of recurring revenue from this, and that's after about 2.5 weeks. It was a warm lead. They just came to me and they're like, "Hey, I'm having this issue. Can you solve this?" And it was very easy. So, and that's just today. We obviously had sales before that as well. So if we come over here, so the way I've kind of structured this funnel and how we're generating the leads is so people come here and you want your brand, you want your name to become synonymous with what you're looking for. So brand, goodwill, like I want my name MTOS, I want Liam Yek, and I want MTOS to be completely synonymous with the terminology of, hey, this person gives away free leads. Hey, this person gives away insane amounts of value. Hey, if you need anything regarding XYZ, you want to go to this person. That's the entire concept of what I'm doing here. And brand takes time to build. I understand that. And this is a completely different ballgame because most people, like I played the cold outbound game for a long time. And I know that when you get on a call, it's pain. You're trying to convince the prospect of like, hey, you should work with me over everybody else in the market, like fuck everybody else. And then you start competing on price. And there's all this stuff that they throw at you and you have to do objections. This just takes all of that and it's like it just shoves it in the bin and you're like, I'm taking over. So the way we're kind of operating the funnel and generating leads now is we have the leads and they come here. And again, there's no catch. The whole thing is you just come in, you click, and then you get brought to a Google Drive link. Uh, let's hope this Google Drive link opens in time. It would be a bad luck if it doesn't. But basically, I'll wait for that to load. But basically, it leads you to a Google Drive link. And from that Google Drive link, you can then download the leads. So I have, I think, nearly 400 gigabytes worth of storage within Google Drive now, which is really funny. And the way we're doing it is we have a click here for daily updates. So I'm going to make a video on this soon where we're trying to own the distribution channel because I had a certain way of marketing it in the beginning where I was kind of leveraging other people's distribution channels. And then I had brought it back to myself because when you leverage other people's distribution channels, like you have like if that gets taken away, that's an issue. But if you own it yourself, it's like home padre, you know? I don't even know what that means, but like it's good. So as you can see here, this is loaded while it's loading, and it's just plumbersoverview.csv, and then you just hit download, and obviously it'll just send it off to you if you want to download it. So yeah, so you basically hit this, and the way my funnel is working is they'll fill in the name, their email, and they then get added to an email list. And then inside the email list, I've played around with a couple tweaks because a WhatsApp community is actually one of the best ways of kind of keeping direct line of contact as long as you're not over 2,000 members. So I set up a WhatsApp community, and from the data I've gotten so far, around 50% of people that join the email list join the WhatsApp group. So I had to reverse engineer it slightly because at the beginning I was like, hey, join the WhatsApp group for daily updates. I realized people didn't want to give their number, which is understandable. So I was like, okay, we can do daily lead updates with email, and people are way more receptive to that. So we're using Encharge right now, um, and I'll see if this rolls in. We're having some internet issues, funnily enough. But yeah, so this is Encharge right now, and as you can see, this is our well, yeah, this is just the email. We have 86 people sent out, so there's 86 people on the list. I think I'm on it, so it's like maybe 85. But this has been over, as you can tell, it's been over kind of 5 days. Weekend was kind of slower, but this is slowly growing. And this is me trying to own the distribution channel of, hey, I'm going to reach these people. And then from there, inside the email, so we have a form here. And if I come into here, so when they fill this out, they then get a confirmation email. And it looks something like this. Oh, no, not this one. Fields. Oh, God. Oh, God. Is it this one? Oh God, I've completely I've watched it. Okay, here we are. Okay. So this is the email. Hey, first name, hope you're enjoying the free leads. You'll get daily updates on list scrapes here. TLDR, appreciate all the support thus far. XYZ. Um, this is if you ever have anything on the site, email this email. By the way, final point, I'll do my absolute best to only send ROI based emails and XYZ. And then Oh, and then here. Oh, I should probably save this. Okay, here's a link to join the group. If you want to join, here's a link to join the group. So basically, it's a soft call to action saying, hey, if you want to join the group, join the group. So if people want to join, they'll then end up joining. So that's the distribution channel. And then once I have direct line of distribution, people then have access to me. So it works both ways. So I have access to them, they have access to me. So if they need something, they can email me because they have my information. They get my newsletter, they get my um, WhatsApp number, or just my number in general, which could prove to be an issue at scale, but whatever, we'll figure that out afterwards. And then the way we're kind of monetizing on the back end is if we hit this, right? I'm currently sending, or I set up infrastructure, Azure infrastructure for people. It's cheaper than most like providers on the market because it uses some Microsoft loopholes. And we're soft call to actioning to one of these pages here. And yeah, so it's quite literally a soft call to action. We build out the site. They scroll down. They're like, oh, okay, XYZ, it looks like this. Domains managed. And then we have the pricing here. So for 99 inboxes, it's 70 USD. If you want pre-warmed, you can grab pre-warmed. And then if you want Google, this is Google as well. So this is how we're monetizing on the back end. And like people are coming to me and they're like, hey, look, I want to test one out. I'm still kind of skeptical. Like this is even, I'm telling you, this is even with me giving millions and millions of leads away that usually cost people thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's like, bro, I still only want to test this out because it's risky. And I'm like, I could not imagine doing this cold. There are people doing this cold, trying to build out infrastructure like this. I'm like, there's no way that's going to work. Um, and then basically, I had someone today. They were like, "Yeah, we just tested out your infra. Stuff's good. I'm signing on a client soon. I'm super happy to just pay up. I want like 4 packages or something." And it's like, okay, this is XYZ amount of monthly cost, and it's just like it's just like that, click of a finger, and like they still need to follow the steps because let's come back to the, oh yeah, it's just reconnecting. So like if we look at it here, right? There's obviously the funnel. Everybody knows this funnel, right? And as of right now, on the top of funnel, like we're going, like word of mouth and virality is spreading for the site. Okay. We had a big peak, but that's because I was running some influencer marketing stuff. But we had a big peak. Last week we had like 400 visitors in a day. I really wish I had all my funnel stuff set up then because I would have caught like a bunch of those people and like whatever. You live and you learn, I guess. Maybe you don't make that mistake. But basically, we have this kind of top of funnel setup, right? And this is the leads, right? And then obviously, as we keep going down, we then have, um, we also have content. So like, I obviously you're watching this on YouTube right now. You might have found me from the leads. I don't know. Um, so there's the leads, and then the middle of funnel is going to be like content. And then as they've like consumed this and they're like, oh, okay, this person exists. He keeps giving value to the community. Someone's referred me XYZ to this person. Then they're at the bottom of the funnel, and these guys are now looking to buy, right? And once they're looking to buy, it's like, okay, they come to me, and then we then set up fulfillment and we make sure fulfillment's on. That's the goal here. And this is the funnel. And then like even in this, right? Another way of looking at this is there's like a step sequence because it's like each level. So like this direction here is trust. That's not spelled. Or UST. Yeah, that looks like an or totally. What the fuck? Okay, that's an or. So it's like a trust sequence. And there's like you just have to take steps. So at the beginning, these people have zero trust. And this is you obviously going to cold prospects and they've never heard of you before. And it depends on how they've heard of you. Like if they've heard of you from a friend and the friend's like, yo, this person's site's amazing, they will immediately jump up to like here because they trust the friend. It depends on where the information's coming from. Let's say, so we'll just do friend. Or maybe it's posted inside of a group and somebody in the group is like, oh, hey, like this person's releasing hundreds of thousands of leads. You should go check it out. I haven't used it yet, but it's kind of interesting. Boom. Okay, right. We're here. We're not like at the top of like we're getting closer. We're nearly at the top, but we're not there yet, right? Or maybe they're just looking for, maybe they type into SEO, they're looking for leads. And like that brings them they're here and they're just like I don't know, they're just at the bottom of the trust funnel. And then they start going through the leads, they're like, wow, this person's actually legit. This guy's not doing anything else on anything else like this on the market as of right now. And once you can break past the barrier, right? Once they're like up here, It's like, okay, I'm thinking of testing it. It's now about timing. So once you have enough people at whatever, like the fourth step, like I don't have exact numbers, I just know like this is the like the feeling or the process you kind of get. Like once you get up to like let's say step four, okay, and people are like, oh, I'm kind of in the market to test this. I'm kind of looking for this. I need timing to be right. That's when you need to absolutely like how to describe this. You need to increase your top of funnel so much that you have loads of people in the test section. And that's where I'm at right now because people are coming to me and they're like, oh, hey, I'm looking to test. And once they're looking to test, they test and they're like, okay, product is good. So now they go from here to here because now they risk, let's say, $100. And it's like, okay, data's good, provider's good, emails are good. I'm going to risk 500. Okay, data's good, provider's good. I'm going to risk 1,000. And then you have to keep building up, like, obviously, you just keep building up the trust architecture. And then the more sophisticated the prospect, they need more trust data points. Like I've talked to people where they have like this entire SOP, they have to get on a call with you. And obviously, like the bigger the prospect, the bigger the contract, you need more of a trust aspect. And this is just basic to business in general. And this is why Hormozy is insane. Like people will just fork over 5 grand and just not blink. And they're like, because I trust this guy. This guy's going to deliver because he's delivered in the past. So um, and then this is just the entire process on building inbound leads. So to bring this back around, now you understand that this is, let's say, the process. Okay, we're looking to generate leads in a direction. We're looking to go viral. We're trying to increase top of funnel so large. So the thesis that I'm running off. So obviously we have attention. So we need to generate attention, and we have to generate something that the market will reward you for. The market has to reward you always. It just has to fucking reward you. So if we're rolling in this direction, right? Right, we'll go down here. Okay. So you need to tick off 3 boxes, and this is something I've developed very quickly, um, and that I've been working on. But you need to tick off 3 boxes. So we have a Venn diagram here, and this person, so whoever you're trying to entice into your funnel, you want them to buy from you. You need to have it so you need to find something that they pay for, they need. Oh shit, that's how you spell it. Whoa, there's something in my eyes. Whoa. You ever get that thing in your eye and you're trying to rub it and it just doesn't come out? I've always wondered where that goes. I was watching a thing on this. It's like, where does that stuff in, like, when you have to rub your eye, it feels like a rock or something, and where does it go? I don't even know. And I don't know if I want to. Complete side thing. Pay, they need it. Um, and oh, the last one is they paid. Oh, and it's gate kept. Yeah, gate kept. If you can tick off all of these boxes, you will generate inbound leads. The market will reward you. The market will just reward you because if you can find something that people pay for, people need, and that is gate kept, the virality aspect is so strong, and the word of mouth aspect is even stronger. If you can generate viral word of mouth, like you will blow away an industry. So for me, it was leads. People pay for leads, people need leads, and it's gate kept. And on top of this spectrum, you need to be careful of the type of uh, let's say lead magnet or the type of value you're giving. So value has value. Okay. Okay. Let me finish my thought because I have a lot to dive into on this. But yes, once you can find this kind of intersection, this is incredible. Okay. Really, really good stuff. Um, you need to be careful with what is considered, I guess, gate kept and what people need because that is subject to change. So to give you an example, we have value, right? And value is on a spectrum. Some people have more value from something, some people have less value. But you need to try and pick the lead magnet or the product or the thing that you're going to give away for free that has a hard set value to most people. So to give you an example, for leads, right? If we are swaying, like, let's say most versus least valuable, right? I did it the wrong way, but just ignore that bit. So and like let's say this is the center, right? A lead, like unless it's really old and it's really bad, it doesn't delve into the least valuable section because a lead is a lead to anybody. Like if you have a HVAC lead, a company, a Fortune 500 could use that that's targeting HVAC, or a small SMB that has just started can also use a HVAC lead. It like the market doesn't discern between a lead. Like people will like the hard set value of a lead if it's scraped in real time as of today, right? But pretty much anybody can use it. And like you can start nitpicking and you can say all this stuff, but like my site, the traffic, the inbound leads has proven otherwise, right? So the value of a lead doesn't change. And but where it does change is here. So if someone comes to the site and they're looking specifically for HVAC leads, that's different, right? Because they're coming and they're like, okay, I need HVAC specific. So their value spectrum is all the way over here because they need HVAC leads. Let's say they're servicing a client. But let's say another person that's like, oh, I just kind of want HVAC leads. The value spectrum is here, right? It's like, okay, the lead still holds value because you might need it in the future, maybe your friends need it, etc. But the lead still kind of stays the same. So this is one thing you need to be careful of when doing this. The second thing is if you are ever giving advice based uh, lead magnets, you need to be careful because it's the classic issue of taking advice from someone that you don't really know or trust. Like giving advice only works when you are like doing tutorial videos that are very, very hyper specific and people are like searching it up SEO wise, or if you're, let's say, Alex Ramosi, and you can just kind of spout some no, I wouldn't say nonsense. You can spout some like gospel sounding words in a fast fashion, which I agree with because most of it is really good and I listen to Alex Ramosi. But most people aren't like, you're not Alex Ramosi. You cannot do what he's done because you haven't. Like if you have, that's different, but nobody will because he's his own person. So you need to be careful because if Alex Ramosi gives you advice, like if I was to give you sales advice, it would be different to Alex Ramosi giving you sales advice. His value equation, like his advice on a value spectrum, and we'll just do most here, right? Would be like here, like it would be basically maxed out. But if I was to give you sales advice, like here, it like if I was to give you sales advice, it would probably be like here because I have no proof of concept of sales. So when you are giving lead magnets to the market, you need to be extremely careful of the type of like magnet you're giving. Like it needs to be hard set value, not ethereal like spiritual bullshit where, oh, like I'm going to give advice to the market of my past experience that no one actually cares about. No, like if you're doing ads, give away ad creatives. If you're doing websites, give away website templates. If you're doing automations, give away automations. And you just need to make sure that the way you're doing it is congruent with the brand that you're currently building, which giving away free value usually is pretty congruent with most brands because they want to be associated with value. It's a universal term that everybody seems to want. So this entire setup, like this is how you generate inbound leads. It looks like a whole hodgepodge. It looks like a massive mess, but like you have the top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. You need to generate something with hard value, give it away to the market for free. It might cost you money, but you need to take the risk. Like you can say here and be like, oh, hey, I don't want to take the risk. I don't want to go through and do something for free, and I don't know if the market's going to reward me. And it's like, if you think like that, you're never going to get inbound leads. Okay, it's just never happening. It's just not happening. You can do all this, like it's just not happening. So and like to like fight the market, to catch up to certain people in the market, to be in the top percentile of marketers, or to even reach certain brands, you like to catch up, you cannot do what they're doing. And they're probably all doing what you're doing, which is they're probably running ads, they're probably doing cold outreach, and like they're probably making content. So if you're not doing these three plus some, then you're going to get screwed. You're never going to catch up because they're just going to keep doing it. They have bigger budgets, they have bigger teams. And unless you have either some outsized value discrepancy or if you have a unique way of marketing, which is this, right? Then like you can't really do anything. So yes, this is the inbound lead funnel setup. If you need free leads, the link will be in the description. It's 9 million free leads as of this date. We're scraping between 5 and 8 million every single week, and we're dropping them in our WhatsApp group chat, in our email newsletter. So if you want to have a look. Again, completely free to download. And if you need inboxes, do let me know as well. But this is my give it to the market, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you now.